back. It's episode 17 here at Tech Headlines Today. Subscribe and follow to make sure you see our future episodes, and share the podcast with your friends on social media. They might like it too. And now, let's get into it. Ford's Mustang Mach-E ousts the Tesla Model 3 as Consumer Reports' top EV. Consumer Reports has declared Ford Mustang's Mach-E its new EV top pick, and it had better first-year reliability and more intuitive infotainment system. Consumer Reports gave the Mach-E an edge over the Model 3 because of its Blue Cruise technology, and the Model Y's reliability was noticed to be worse than the average-rated Model 3. Consumer Reports has pulled recommendations for some Tesla models after having the less-than-amicable relationship with the company, and there are lingering concerns about the company's reliability. U.S. adds e-commerce sites operated by Tencent and Alibaba to Notorious Markets list. U.S. government's latest Notorious Markets list include e-commerce sites operated by Tencent and Alibaba in China. The USTR office said China-based online markets Baidu, Wangpan, DHgate, Pinduoduo, and Taobao will continue to be listed as places for the manufacture, distribution, and sale of counterfeit goods. The USTR's report on China's unfair trade practices has been welcomed by industry bodies. Mario Kart 8's new courses can be played without buying the DLC. Owners of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe will be able to play 48 new courses in the DLC pack Booster Course Pass. As Eurogamer reports, Nintendo's Mario Kart page for the UK includes the following details regarding the DLC pack. Courses from Wave 1 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass can be played from March 18th locally or online in Friends and Rivals races, even if only one player owns the Booster Course Pass, or has access to it as part of a Nintendo Switch Online plus Expansion Pack membership. From March 22nd, courses from Wave 1 will also appear in the random selection when playing global or regional races with anyone online. Anyone really interested in accessing the new courses will need to spend $24.99 for the required DLC, which will be released in 6 waves of 8 courses. Super Bowl ads boosted crypto app downloads by 279%, led by Coinbase. Coinbase's viral ad, which bounced a QR code around on a black screen like the old DVD screensaver, outperformed the group in terms of app installs. Sensor Tower crunched the data to see how well apps advertised during the big game performed by the US app stores. Coinbase was one of the top 5 apps whose ads drove strong download growth, and eToro and FTX were among those that saw strong growth week over week. Apps that aired Super Bowl ads saw an immediate jump in new installs, but the rank did not necessarily reflect the popularity of the apps. The top 10 advertisers by spend on over-the-top video platforms included traditional brands like Weight Watchers and Nike, as well as mobile-first brands like Basketball. Phishing top threat to U.S. healthcare. New research by the Healthcare Information and Management Systems Society has found phishing and ransomware attacks are the most significant security incidents impacting healthcare organizations of all types. The finding emerged from the 2021 HIMSS Healthcare Cybersecurity Survey that questioned 167 healthcare cybersecurity professionals about security incidents their organizations had experienced in the past 12 months. Nearly half, or 45%, said the most significant security breach they had experienced in the previous 12 months was a phishing attack, while a further 17% named ransomware as their worst aggressor. Other key findings were that human error was the cause of 19% of data breaches. A further 15% of breaches were pinned on the use of legacy software that is no longer supported. The Society said that while basic security controls have not been fully implemented at many organizations, perhaps the largest vulnerability is the human factor. Do you have a terrible Snapchat username? Snap will let you change it. Snapchat is letting users change their usernames. People can choose whatever they want to use, and there's no right answer for a username. Snapchat acknowledges that users' names can become problematic, but is glad that its new name change feature is here to help. Snapchat acknowledges this, albeit in nicer terms, in its email. As an app built around ephemerality, it says, "We know that people grow and change. We certainly have over the last 10 years, and we couldn't be more excited to bring this top requested feature to Snapchatters. Here's how to change your Snapchat username for a year. tap the Bitmoji icon, select Settings, tap Username just below name, select Change Username, tap Next, and enter the new username. New thermal wave diagnostic technique advances battery performance testing. The Berkeley Lab team has developed a method to measure local lithium concentration inside batteries by using thermal waves. A sensor, when placed on top of the battery, sends a signal. The signal frequency determines how deep the thermal wave penetrates. This technique, called operando, uses thermal wave sensing to inspect lithium concentration without using a synchrotron. This work shows the strength of interdisciplinary science, said Berkeley Lab research scientist Dr. Sean Lubner. The project combines techniques and insight from the thermal and electrochemistry communities in order to achieve a capability that would not have been otherwise possible. Future Intel CPUs to get ARC tile GPUs capable of discrete graphics performance. Intel plans to integrate a dedicated GPU chip tile on its processors next year with the Meteor Lake family, which is incorporating an optimized 7nm manufacturing process. In a presentation ahead of an Intel investors meeting, SVP Raja Kaduri added, "Meteor Lake is a brand new architecture that'll enable tile GPUs to be integrated on a 3D package. This is super exciting as this allows us to offer discrete graphics performance with the efficiency of integrated graphics." Intel's Arc Tile GPUs will be crammed on the same silicon as the Meteor Lake CPU and could make Intel's processors more competitive against AMD's APU processors. Intel will offer mainstream Arc Tile GPUs to address mainstream consumers, but the company will also offer desktop GPUs under the Arc brand for high-end users. The first desktop GPUs, dubbed Alchemist, will arrive in Q2. One day soon, a robot will make you a salad. Hyphen grabbed attention when it came out of stealth, and many predicted that automated food prep would be a big thing in the future. 2 years after the pandemic, finding staff for low-paying food service jobs continues to be an issue. We are seeing a lot of interest in companies that can help automate industrial kitchens. Pizza will probably be the first food type that gets automated, because who doesn't like pizza? Salads and bowls are good candidates for automation. Hyphen's MakeLine system automates the process of making bowls through a conveyor belt process that happens under the counter. This week, MakeLine announced a $24 million Series A round led by Tiger Global. The capital will be used for additional R&D, building a production facility, and expanding into more markets. Integrating AI into diversity initiatives poses risks as well as opportunities. Businesses need to recognize that without a diverse and inclusive workforce, unreliable data may thwart their attempts to boost inclusion and diversity. While every business is different, research has shown that diversity and inclusion increases competitiveness and helps organizations react promptly to market challenges. Creating diverse views and leveraging AI is important for the success of a business. Machine learning and AI can be used to deliver relevant data models and business insights. The models used by artificial intelligence need careful human attention, as the models may propagate biases into future decision-making. When building an AI platform for D&I purposes, 2 core requirements must be met: ethical use of AI applications and ethical design of AI programming. The UK is one of the first countries in the world to legislate an algorithmic transparency standard that requires transparency of the dataset used to train the models and the level of human oversight. The human factor is both the greatest strength and the greatest weakness of artificial intelligence, and it needs to be integrated alongside human employee upskilling. Spotify's podcasting empire grows with Podsights and Chartable acquisitions. Spotify says it acquired Podsights and Chartable and plans to use these companies to help advertisers better understand how podcast ads drive actions that matter to their businesses. Spotify has purchased Podsights to improve podcasting and digital audio measurement across its platforms, including audio ads within music, video ads, and display ads. We believe the opportunity for digital audio and podcast remains significant, Spotify says. With these acquisitions, we're taking a big step in up-leveling digital audio measurement and insights to help the entire industry scale to new heights. Thanks for joining us again for this episode of Tech Headlines Today. Subscribe and follow if you haven't yet, and we'll see you tomorrow.